good. What's going on,
Thank
bro?
you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Yeah. So.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
I'm Valentwan.
It's Twan right here.
And you is watching.
Hey, you watching Valntwan. All right. So,
What's good?
first off, I want to tell y'all, thank y'all so much for the support, the love and support that you gave on the last video.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like I said in the last video, if you rocking with GV and you sliding with GV, I got mad love for you, And for all those that's not with it, if you're not rocking with GV, hopefully in the future we can change that. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be all love. You feel me? For sure.
That's what it is, man. We might call this bit Val's story.
Whoa.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Y'all see the title later.
And listen, whatever. Got some hot new stuff coming for y'all, so y'all just stay tuned with it. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, whatever.
Now, since we got all that squared away, how did GV start? What was the reasoning behind it? Give me everything you know about GV, basically.
All right.
You can grab the microphone too.
Appreciate it. All right, so like to be honest with you, I'm just keep it 100. I think it was my first time going to Orlando with it for the first time, and me and my family had to handle some business up there. So I'm riding in the vehicle and all that. I'm 16 at the time, and we in traffic, and I ended up seeing my first truck with it. And I'm like, yo, I wanna be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I want one of those, and all. I want to be up high like that, and all. So I ended up talking to my mom about it. And she was like, got to put some money in your pocket with it. That ain't cheap and all. I'm 16 also. I get a job and all, and it doesn't pay well, but I already knew whatever. You got to start saving and all to like get that or whatever, because I know it's not cheap. I end up saving enough with it to go ahead and buy the truck. But the thing is, though, a lot of people don't really. I mean, everybody's different, but what I mostly see is a lot of people catches vehicles or whatever that's old models, whatever, and brought up from being old models to looking like new models and all. That's what really catches people's eye. Whatever.
In Florida, especially, I see a lot of old stuff turn new, basically. So, like, that's why you see so many modified trucks. That's why you see so many donks in Florida.
Yeah.
Just because they see old cars and they see, like, they could put new shit in it.
In my opinion, what is just seeing how people react down here and all, it's just like, that's what I want to do. I wanted to get an old model vehicle. Not too old or whatever, because those are kind of hard to, to like, I mean, they look good.
But you got to do it the right way.
Yeah, they look good and all, but it's just like, for your first vehicle and all, just start with something, what I'm saying?
I mean, at the same time, it's like, everybody's got different opinions on the year. So this is still old, but it's not the oldest one.
Yeah,
but
right.
It's still older. But
Right.
you found this one better than the
Right.
other models.
Right.
That's all it is. It's just, it's still old, but you thought that this one looked the best. So some other people might think 2 generations before, 1 generation before, maybe the one after.
Yeah.
All that's old, but everyone's got their preferences,
I started going on like Google, whatever, researching trucks or whatever to figure out one that I wanted to build up on and all. And out of all the trucks that I looked at or whatever, I fell in love with the 04 through 08 F-150 with it. I just liked the model and all, and I started looking up videos of the lifted ones that was already custom, and just seeing how I could make mine look. And I just like the way they look and all. So, like I said, ended up with a way until I saved enough money and all. Bought my first truck, whatever. I bought it stock. Whatever. That's really that's the main thing with it. I really wanted to buy a stock truck, whatever, and build it how I want it. Whatever. A lot of people really just buy trucks that's already lifted and all. So why do that when you can literally just buy a stock truck with it and say you built it yourself? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly. You got to put your sauce on it. You don't take anybody. I mean, at the same time, it's like you ride around in their city, they gonna think it's that person.
Yeah. I remember going to Kissimmee to buy my truck, and it was just sitting right there in the yard, and I was like, yo, how much is that? And he told me the price and all, and he told me that it had a dent in it, and he showed me the dent. The fender was dented, whatever. Right. You seen it in the pictures I showed you, whatever. Yeah. If pictures then, I was like, yo, that's perfect, whatever. So getting that fixed and all, whatever. Before I can even start customizing with it, it was some issues with the engine, it was some issues with the suspension. This is while it was still stock and all. This is while it was still stock, and it was just like I got a lot of work to do on it, whatever. Before I can even start on putting like customizing and all. You don't want to start customizing, then stuff might break down or whatever, because you could have fixed that before you put the lift kit on. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is. Listen, y'all gotta invest yourself into some Arizona. I got some green tea in it, bitch.
Hey, listen, I swear, bro, that Arizona Mucho Mango, man, listen, that Arizona Mucho Mango, I'm telling you, that's where it hit.
Since we got that out the way, because I needed y'all to know. Arizona's where it's at, green tea, everything. So, anyways, to my next question. In the last question, you told me that you got this truck stock with dents in it and whatever. What did you do to this truck now to make it look like what it does?
But pretty much whatever from being stock, whatever, I first started with the 6-inch rough country lift, whatever. Custom LED tail lights, custom LED headlights, right. Custom tow mirrors, starlight headliner, changed the interior around a little bit, custom speakers, put a sub in, pretty much the usual, a custom grill, and yeah.
All right, that's cool. So people, I know people who have seen this truck are probably wondering what your setup is. So run me down your wheel setup, offset, everything for your tires, rims, and everything like that.
So actually, when I went from 6-inch rough country, I didn't like the way it rode on it. Whatever, it was too rough. You felt everything and all. So I only rode on that for about 6 months, and then I decided to go to FTS with it because they was pretty much doing it at that time with it, and I think they still are. FTS is really doing it right now. So if y'all got a truck or whatever, and y'all choose suspension-wise, go to FTS with it because I fell in love. But I went from the 6-inch rough country to the 8-inch FTS, and I loved it since and all. But for wheels and tire setup, whatever, just putting so much money into it, I wanted to start small, just to get the hang of it and all. So I went with 22 by 12s on 35 by 1250s and all, and with a 44 offset. And it's not bad, but I also plan on, upgrading a little bit,
Hey, you heard it right there. So we might see a different setup soon, later. Hey, we don't know. The only time you gonna know is if you just keep up with the channel. We had a little situation, but we good now. But anyways, I like that. We really got him surprised.
Yeah, for sure.
A little bit. So you gotta run me down on that exhaust system, bro. Cause that exhaust system is something different.
All right, so when I first bought the truck and all, it was stock, single pipe, and it was just like I was not messing with it at first. I just put a cherry bomb in it, whatever. I thought I was the loudest out, whatever. But then I remember in traffic and all. This another truck drove past me, whatever. His was just screaming. I was like, I went to the muffler shop, whatever. Not muffler man, the muffler shop, as a guy I knew, and I was like, bro, turn this into a true duo or whatever. I still got my Cadillac converters, but I see a lot of trucks cutting their cats out, bro.
It sounds bad when they're out, in my opinion. They're too out. They're too like uncontrolled.
Yeah.
Cats kind of control it a little better, in my opinion, because I don't really like loud trucks.
Yeah.
If they're not done right.
The only thing that I cut out was my muffler and just straight piped all the way back and all. And I switched out the tips and all, so I'm running 2 8-inch tips on a true duo. In my opinion, it screams. I had numerous of people, whatever, ask me what's my exhaust setup and all, where I go to and all, and they said, "Did you get your cats cut out?" I'd be like, "Nah." They was like, "Bro, your shit is screaming." I was like, "For sure, I appreciate that." So,
he is not lying. I promise you, he is not lying. We were in Daytona for the Trucktober. Y'all probably know about that. So we was in Trucktober, and this man showed me the first cold start of his new engine. It sounded so beautiful, bro. Oh my.
Appreciate that, G.
How did you start, or how did you make GV? Like, how did that come about?
I was just sitting in my room and all, and I had a friend over at the time, and he had a truck also. He had the same model as me or whatever. And he just came through the crib with her, and he was just like, bro, like, if you was to start your own crew, what would you call it? And I was just like, Ghetto Bougie. He just started flipping out shit with her. Like he was fucking with it so heavy. Yeah. And he was like, why Ghetto Bougie? I was like, it's Ghetto Bougie, you know what I'm saying? Doing big things the unexpected way and all. Yeah. Long story short, whatever, called it Ghetto Bougie. He was fucking with it to the max, and I was fucking with it because I came up with it, of course, and then we ended up making it official and all. So we started, spreading the word, whatever, going up to people that had trucks, telling them about it and all, asking if they wanted to join and all, and they was down for it or whatever.
Hey, we all learn new things. I had no idea that's how it started, so we all learning over here. Do you think that GV is just a regular truck group, like, what stands out on that?
I consider GV as a family, whatever. Pretty much, like, the only way for you to get in with it is pretty much whatever. If you real, that's all that matters and all. I don't do fake. I don't. I cannot. Listen. I cannot. I don't do fake. I can't do that. If you're not real, whatever, you can't get in GV. I'm sorry, whatever. No, I don't consider GV as just a club. What I consider as an organization, a family, and a brand.
Explain again what the you just explained the family. Now explain the brand and the business. Give me that part of GV.
All right, so I'll start with the brand part. Brand is like, designer clothes, like that's what I want to do. I just didn't want it to be just a truck club. People would be like, oh no, they just part of a truck club. No, I wanted people to actually know about GV. I want people to talk about GV. I want to go worldwide with it. I want GV to take over, to be honest with you, I hope to one day whatever it happen all, but I consider it a business organizations because, like, to be honest, soon or whatever we're going to be making deals, hosting truck shows and all, doing sponsors, pretty much could sponsor other people. It's just a process, step by step or whatever, and I plan to just keep going to where I make it because that's what I wanted to do ever since I was 16, doing my research on truck. That's what I want to do, and that's what I'm going to do. I promise you that's what I'm going to do, and I don't care what nobody got to say with it because I promise you it's going to happen one day for sure.
All right, so let's wrap this thing up. Couple more questions for y'all. So, bro, that grill is something hard, bro, and I think you told me something about it. Like, give me a rundown on that grill.
The grill, whatever. I ain't gonna go into too much in detail because, like I say, you don't want people stealing your sauce and all. But I know a guy that knows a guy that works at a custom truck shop for out of state and all. He DM'd me a couple times, whatever, on Instagram, whatever, saying he liked the truck and all. That was before I had the grill and all. But he was like, "Yo, what would be fine with that truck?" I was like, "What's that?" He was like, "This type of grill." He sent me the picture of it and all, and just that design of it, whatever. Bro, that shit is so hard. It's stainless steel, whatever. Don't have no scratch with it. It's pretty heavy, whatever. And that symbol, what it actually symbolizes something, whatever. I ain't gonna go into too much of detail, whatever, but it's pretty much a remembrance, pretty much. So I'll never take that grill off. That grill will be on there for life or whatever. So,
hey, hold on. I just wanted to say, look how this man dressed up for this video, bro. Like, this man is stepping low key.
Hey, I see you drip that too, but I didn't know you was thugging like that, you know what I'm saying? But hey, listen, that's the thing though, because I did know you was thugging like that, you know what I'm saying? So this ain't no one shot. Yeah, bro, I see you do your thing, bro, for sure. GV shit, bro, I swear, bro, you do it the GV way, I swear.
Have to. So, I think you told me something about something with the engine, and then you got a new one in. So give me a little rundown on your engine and all that.
I got you. All right, so in the past questions, I told you whatever that, like, when the truck was stopped, it had some engine problems and all, and I wanted to fix all that before I, you know what I'm saying, start customizing. But the problems I was having back then with the engine with they were minor problems. It wasn't like, no, fix this now or the engine's going to start working. After maybe 2 months ago and all, I was up to mileage and time of guys was going out and all. So I was just like, what, screw it. I'm going to just buy a brand new engine because I wanted to start over anyways and all. So I take the guy in Chicago, cut to Chicago with a Ford dealership and all, and he was able to let me purchase a brand new V8 5.4 engine from Chicago, brand new crate mover, like fresh out, whatever, like brand new or whatever. So I got brand new everything under the hood and all. So right now, I'm only at like a little bit over 500 miles right now. Not 500,000, 500 miles or whatever.
I done sipped all of my tea.
Man, that drink good, bro. That drink.
Listen, that drink is magnificent, bro. I'm telling you, that Arizona got me tweaking, bro. This thing is so good. All right. I like that. Brand new engine. Yeah, for sure. Nice exhaust setup. Nice rim setup.
Like I said, doing big things the unexpected way. Yeah.
That's what it is. So.
Oh, I forgot to let y'all know. Yeah, the Valntwan in the event. Oh. My bad.
Whatever that was. So, damn. Let's talk about the goal for the truck. So, what's the goal for maybe this truck or another truck? What's the goal for a truck for you?
Like I don't plan on getting no other truck. Like, this was my first vehicle that I purchased. Like, my first vehicle. I didn't have no car at first and then be like, no, I wanted a truck. No, this was my first vehicle. I bought it from stock and all, and I built it how I wanted it for a fresh start or whatever. I did so much work too. I put so much money in this truck and all, and I replaced the engine, and I already told myself when I first bought the truck, I'm never getting rid of this truck, whatever. I'm never getting rid of it.
That's that love right there.
Yeah, for sure, whatever. But you said whatever, what I got playing, what's the goal and all.
I wake up, I go ball, I go hard
played on-
with my dogs, bet it all. What's the call? Need a 10, never fall. Polo socks, polo jaws, keep it